Good morning.
To start my presentation, I will show you a video clip. While watching this video clip, please think about what makes this magazine so special.
Over the last 20 years, in cities across...
I don't know. What's the problem? Yeah.
Over the last 20 years, in cities across the UK, thousands of homeless and vulnerably accommodated people have taken the opportunity to earn a legitimate income. The Big Issue magazine is one of Britain's leading social businesses and exists to help the most needy in society on their journey away from homelessness.
The Big Issue, they gave me my life back. I had no life before I came to the Big Issue, and then when I got badged up, they gave me a second chance in life.
The magazine is a hand up, not a handout, and helps those going through the trauma of homelessness to take control of their lives by turning them into a micro-enterprise.
Can you guess what makes this magazine so special?
The seller of that magazine is homeless.
Yes, right. All of the sellers of this magazine is homeless people. So today, my interesting person is John Bird. He is the founder of the magazine Big Issue. I think he has 3 interesting factors in his life. First, I will tell you his interesting biography. And second, I will tell you his interesting idea. And third, I will tell you his interesting influence on society. Okay, First, I will tell you his interesting life story. Let's think of the Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Zuckerberg? The founder of Facebook.
It's Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. And let's think of the Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Did they reside in orphanage? Like, do you know orphanage? No, right? And did they spend their teenagers in prison? No. And have they ever been a homeless person? No. But he experienced all of these 3 things. When he was 5 years old, he became a homeless because his parents couldn't pay the rent. And at the age of between 7 to 10, he resided in orphanage. And after 10 years old, he started shoplifting, housebreaking, and stealing whatever he could steal because he was poor. So he spent his whole teenagers and 20s in prison. But however, this background made him dedicated to helping homeless people, by giving them opportunity to earn a legal income. So in 1991, he launched the magazine Big Issue, written by professional writers and sold by the homeless people. And in 1995, he founded the Big Issue Foundation. He founded the Big Issue Foundation to offer the homeless more additional services like housing and personal financial and health problems. He describes himself as person who from a problem to become a solution. Now we know how he is interestingly different from other entrepreneurs. And let's move on the magazine Big Issue, which is the result of his interesting idea. Big Issue represent popular culture, so it covers many different topics like art and literature, movie, traveling, and moreover social problems, social issues, and global issues. Most of the contents are written by professionals and they write for the magazine for free. It's kind of talent donation, and many famous people like Barack Obama or Johnny Depp or Miranda Kerr donate their talent. For example, Johnny Depp or Miranda Kerr, like Hollywood movie stars, became a cover model and were interviewed for free. And the way this magazine is sold is really interesting. First, the homeless people sign up to become a vendor. Like, vendor is the person who sells cigarettes or magazines in a street. And then the company Big Issue gave them 10 copies of magazine for free. They sell these 10 copies and then they earn money. And with the money, they purchase 4 more copies and they bought for $2.50 and then they sell them for $5. Thereby, they can make $2.50 per each copy. With this money, they accumulate the money to get their own place to live in and become financially independent. In this way, 5,500 homeless people in United Kingdom escaped from the terrible situation. Now we know how the Big Issue can help the homeless people, which is an interesting idea of John Bird. And let's move on his interesting influence on society. To the homeless, he gave an opportunity to become he gave the homeless an opportunity to become financially independent and feel self-confident and self-esteem and to live happily. And to people, he gave an opportunity to break prejudice toward the homeless and to realize the possibility of the homeless and to interact with the homeless. And to the market, he gave an opportunity to consider about social responsibility. His brilliant idea crossed the border, and the Big Issue is produced and sold in 10 countries, including South Korea, Australia, Ireland, United Kingdom, South Africa, Japan, Kenya, Namibia, Malawi, Taiwan. Besides, the Big Issue Foundation supports a lot of social projects for the homeless vendors. So, for example, the foundation supports the Homeless World Cup every year. So vendors play the World Cup game every year, and it makes them feel self-confident. Okay, now you know who John Bird is and how interesting person he is. He went through a hard time as a homeless person when he was child, but this made him care about the homeless and found a unique magazine called The Big Issue, sold by the homeless and helped the homeless. Finally, this magazine positively influenced the homeless, the people, and the market, and even to the world. Above all these interesting things, there's another and the most interesting thing. That is, he changed others' lives entirely. In the video clip we saw at the very beginning of my presentation, one of the homeless said, "The big issue gave me a life back. Before I met Big Issue, I had no life, but after I came to Big Issue, I got a second chance," like she said. I think one more interesting idea of one man can change someone's whole life, and I believe every single of us can be the most interesting person in the future. Thank you.